Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We got here a little problem in the Balkans, and there is obviously Serbia. And we have a guy here who says that Serbia should pivot from trying to get into Europe, but rather get into BRICS. Well, as I said before, and I will say it again, BRICS will be the alternative to the plantation, US's plantation. So we have here Serbian MPs propose abandoning EU ambitions for BRICS. Let me show you this beautiful article. I hope they are not pushed into that direction. I think they are able to deal with both sides. Russia Today, August 30th, 2023. Serbian MPs propose abandoning EU ambitions for BRICS. The movement of socialists has argued that the group would offer better prospects for economic development. A group of Serbian lawmakers has proposed joining the BRICS group of nations, arguing that Belgrade's aspirations of EU membership have stalled and that the move would offer better economic prospects. The movement of socialists, which acts as a junior partner of the ruling Serbian Progressive Party, submitted a resolution on the issue to Serbian parliament on Monday. In a statement, the group insisted on a public dialogue to address, and I'm quoting, the indisputable fact that Serbia's so-called European path has a clear alternative embodied in BRICS. The MPs insisted that the world, and I'm quoting, has become multipolar again, adding that the political hegemony of the collective West, end quote, was clearly coming to an end. The movement of socialists, which is led by, brace yourselves, I know this guy, Alexander Vulin, the head of Serbia's main intelligence agency. The West don't like him. Also denounced, and I'm quoting, the imposition of EU integration as a ready-made solution and the only way, as well as the hypocrisy of the Brussels administration. It further claimed that the EU was engaged in, quote-unquote, political blackmail by pushing Serbia to give up part of its territory in reference to the bloc's demand that Belgrade recognize the breakaway region of Kosovo. Good job, you got an A+, my friend. You know exactly what's going on. The group of MPs stated that nearly two-thirds of the Serbia's views BRICS membership as, and I'm quoting, a better and more acceptable integration option, end quote, which offers improved long-term prospect for economic development. This is evidenced by the recent expansion of BRICS, the statement added. Now, commenting on in June on Serbia's future, President Alexander Vučić suggested it may have to choose between BRICS and the EU, while reiterating that Belgrade would stick to the European path, quote unquote. Vučić admitted that EU membership was not on the cards in the foreseeable future. And I'm quoting, the choice between BRICS and the EU will be a matter for the new Serbian population in some 10 or 20 years, end quote, the president said, claiming that many countries want to, quote unquote, get out of the West's dominance. If they're talking about that, that means they are already in, negotiations with BRICS. Well, or not my, but I think in a just world that supposedly we are living in, world order and rule-based world order that these guys are telling us about, a country should be free, independent, sovereign in choosing its destiny without negative repercussions, especially economically. So if I like this store, the grocery store, and I would like to do my business over there because I think their products are better and cheaper, I should be okay going over there without the other store that is not so competitive with this one hurting me. Well, we have this kind of situation where you have this group, NATO, European Union, Western hegemony, however you want to call it. These guys, if you don't choose them, then they will place sanctions on you. They will pull a little They call it spontaneous, how do you call it, uprising, whatever euphemism they would use. And that's not okay. I mean, it's like you show up on the market, this is your product sucks, and it's more expensive than the other product that is better and cheaper or less expensive. And if someone picks that product for the obvious reasons, you're going to say, we're going to place sanctions on you, we're going to change you, we're going to make your wife change your ideas and all that. What's going on here? Well, I hope not only Serbia, every country, any country on this planet should have, if we're talking about freedom, democracy and all that, be able to choose without negative repercussions or threats or blackmail coming from the big guy. But it's not like that, even though they try to give you this illusion. It's an illusion, my friends. It's an illusion. The world is ruled as it always been, by power. You got the power, you impose. You're weak, you are. Okay? It's always been like this. It's always gonna be like this. That childish ideology and we're gonna all be friends. Imagine all the people living you. Okay? That's a childish toddler mentality. Mommy and daddy will provide everything for me and I can just poop my pants, eat like a pig and sleep whenever I feel like. Well, that's an immature mentality. That's impossible. Human nature is much different than that. How do you know that? Look at your lives. I mean, look at mine. I know exactly what I want, and if possible, I want it now, regardless. Well, there's certain things that constrain me from getting that. But anyway, the same with everyone. Sometimes say, why should I drive 70 miles per hour on a freeway when I can drive easily 130 miles per hour with no problem, with one hand? Why do I need to drive? Why? Because you got some some weasels who decided that for you. So they infringe your abilities. Instead of getting from point A to point B in 1 hour, you're going to get from point A in point B in 1 hour and a half. So you lost half of hour from your lifetime because some weasels decided so. Why do I want to do that? If I'm better, if I'm faster, you drive with 30 miles per hour if you want. But don't prevent me from driving. Safety first. Your face is a very, how should I put it? It's not safe to walk around without face on your face. Anyway, if you go to that one, it's just, we can pick and choose. It's not safe. You're driving your car, not safe. Oh, you're riding a bike, not safe. Oh, you are with your wife, not safe. What? Mind your own freaking business. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Very irritated with these guys. Very irritated with these guys when they tell us how to live. And then they say, well, this is you're free to choose. But then, what the hell is that? Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.